They told you it was freedom. They told you it was empowerment, but nobody told you what it would cost you as a man. Are you really free, or are you more lost than ever? I want to first disclose that this has nothing to do with women. This is not towards women or about women. This is speaking to men and how we deal and how society has caused men to change with the sexual revolution. We have to start with the lie of limitless freedom. When the sexual revolution happened, it encouraged and promised men freedom without responsibility, freedom without purpose, but it didn't talk about, or I'm pretty sure people didn't understand what that freedom was going to lead to. Freedom without purpose, freedom without responsibility leads to addiction, leads to confusion and spiritual emptiness. Casual sex is framed as success, is framed as cool, but it leaves you more broken and detached. I'm speaking from experience. I used to think similarly, like, just casual sex, casual encounters, casual hookups, and think it was cool. I have multiple friends who try to call me and talk about women to this day and talk about casual sex and what they desire. And I feel sad because I remember when I was like that, and I remember the emptiness and the loneliness and the unhappiness I felt from it. Because it's not something that it's easy to realize without someone telling you, or it's easy to realize without you experiencing it. But this is definitely real, and it's definitely something that needs to be discussed as men for men. Next is the porn, the hookup culture, and the rewiring of the male brain. Porn is everywhere now. You can find this stuff all over. You can find casual sex all over. And what this did is rewire our dopamine systems, gave us instant gratification, instant pleasure, which ultimately is not good for us. Men became consumers of pleasure instead of builders of legacy. There's been a rise of loneliness, social anxiety, and erectile dysfunction in men today. Consuming in this stuff takes you down a dark place where you're on the internet searching for the right video, the right woman, where you start to merge your reality and your virtual web page that you can get your gratification on into the women that you see in real life, expecting them to look like the things you see in the video. We as men can't even interact with women in our actual world and real society because we're so deep down the rabbit hole. You're so deep down the rabbit hole of the fake stuff that you see online, the Instagram models, the OnlyFans stuff, that you can't even talk to a woman, hold a conversation, and just appreciate a woman being a woman. Everything is sexualized. Everything's based off of their beauty and what you can get sexually. But most people don't even get that far nowadays. People forget the initiation or the interaction, and I'm gonna just go on my phone, I'm gonna go online and get this instant pleasure where I don't have to work for it. And that's not okay. We as men are experiencing the true loss of masculinity. No responsibility, no self-control. Long-term thinking used to define manhood. Responsibility used to define manhood. Self-control used to define manhood. Now we have none of it. The sexual revolution encouraged indulgence over discipline. Name me one thing in the world that is good for you when you overindulge. Drinking too much water can kill you. The best things in the world, the things that are most beneficial to our body, to our mental, overindulging in them are still not good. So what would that tell you about overindulging in sexual relations and online pornography and OnlyFans and lewd pictures and things of that nature? And this created a mindset and a problem where we abandon the traits that make us leaders and make us strong. that make us protectors. Many moons ago, we used to, as men, have to conquer things like wild animals, defending our family from attackers, going to war. Now we're trying to conquer not watching nude women online, not looking at nude pictures, not performing in instant gratification sexual acts, and trying to convince ourselves to go talk and initiate conversation with women. That's a sad drop off. It's not something that as men we should be proud of, and it's something that we should strive to change. Today we have no standard. We have no direction. When traditional roles changed, a lot of men are asking, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to be? It left question marks. When you think about masculinity now, it's demonized when you look at the media, when you look at the public, when you look at society. A lot of young men, we lost models of strength. We lost models of masculinity and models of how to be real men. We have no guidance, and you have no guidance, which equals no growth. Us as men, there's been a creation of a generation of boys turned into men without a clear path on how to become men, how to conquer, how to deal with challenges, how to deal with issues. Because society tells us it's okay to indulge in instant gratification everywhere we look. It's okay to buy services or buy things on social media that are sexually, provide sexual gratification that you don't have to work for, which is causing us to be scared, which is causing us to not have the confidence to do these things in real life, to perform in real life. All of these things have created short-term gains and long-term pain. The culture we're in now, with normalizing instant gratification, didn't teach men how to build relationships, how to build family, or how to develop self-worth, which is something that's been lacking in today's society. Us as men, we have traded deep love for quick pleasure. We're losing the long game, and you constantly will lose the long game by chasing the short one. Rebuilding has to start with you and within. We can't control what happened in the past, but you can take responsibility for your future. I mean, there's a reason you're looking at this video. There's a reason you're even divulging into this topic, because you know something's wrong, because you know this doesn't feel normal. You know something needs to change, which the good news is you can change it. It's going to take a lot of work. You got to build good habits and break those bad habits. You have to reclaim your mind, reclaim your discipline, and rebuild your values. Be the man who walks against the current. The sexual revelation tried to liberate men, but it only disconnected them from purpose, from brotherhood, and from legacy. The world doesn't need more men chasing pleasure. It needs more men chasing purpose. It's your boy J3, and I'm out.